Hello again. I'm gonna be working today. I'm gonna put some videos on here. I got about nearly 100 hits yesterday. I think 97 was the last thing I saw. And I want to thank all y'all for hitting on me because that's how I'm gonna reach my goal. My goal is 1 million hits in 90 days. And I can do it if y'all help me. Subscribe to me. Don't just thumbs up it. Watch it. Watch it. Give me the minutes. It's the minutes that get you the advertising money. Okay? And you know what happens if I reach my goal? You get a big surprise at the end of the day for the rest of your life. You have to find out how to do that if you don't know me. If you haven't had a personal conversation with me, then you have to get on my Facebook and friend me and say, Richard, what's the deal? What am I going to get if I help you? And then you'll be one of the ones in the loop. And I want my goal. I want you to help me. Subscribe. Watch the videos. Do it 3 times a day. I don't care. But help me. Now, I'm going to tell you a story about when I was building my house. I was in the process of clearing out some woods because I live by Cedar Bayou Woods in Baytown, Texas. And the woods were thick back then. The hurricanes have thinned them out quite a bit. But I had a backhoe back then. I still got it. It's just hanged up from Hurricane Harvey, the flood. Got 7 foot of water on my property. Didn't get in my house though, because I built my house way up there like a beach house. It got to within 14 inches of my floor plate though, and I would have never dreamed that. 53.5 inches of rain in 5 days. 10 inches a day. Man, I thought it'd never quit raining. But I came out all right, except for the backhoe. I lost the backhoe in a welding truck because they weren't on my property. I'm gonna turn this coffee off. I hear it hissing. Anyhow, we were doing all that work, clearing them trees. Well, if you've been around me in an outside environment in the summertime, I sweat like a pig. And I was certainly sweating that day. It was August, and we're using chainsaws and dragging brush, burning brush. Yeah, I was soaking wet. And I was married to a really cool chick back then, and a redneck son of a gun. And I said, girl, let's get up on that backhoe, pull it off in the shade. And it had a roof on it. Get out of that sun and get in the shade where it's a little bit cooler anyhow, and drink us a cold beverage. So we crawled up on the backhoe. And I mean, I've got sweat just pouring off of me. My jeans were dripping sweat off the cuff. That's how much I sweat. When I'm working on the right of way in the summertime, my welding truck looks like a laundry pole going down the right of way. I got clothes and welding caps hanging off of everything on that Hoosier pole, all over, draped over the hood of the welding machine, drying. I go through about 4 shirts a day and 10 welding caps every day. And you can't put them back on the next day. They got to be washed every night. I mean, I've got 12, 14 welding shirts. Anyway, that's getting off on a tangent. The story is about that day when we crawled up on that backhoe. We're sitting there and we're drinking a cold beverage. And I kick back in that seat a little bit, and down pops a hummingbird, right nose to nose with me. And he looked down, and he went straight to my nipple. I ain't got a shirt on. And don't think that didn't feel weird, a hummingbird on your nipple. That was pretty weird. And I was like, girl, look. And she's like, oh my goodness. I said, yeah. Irrefutable evidence that Richard Koenig is the sweetest one. A hummingbird is nursing on my nipple. Irrefutable evidence that Richard Koenig is the sweetest one. Huh? You see it on my name, don't you? Richard Koenig, a.k.a. the sweetest one. And comma, Squall Eye. Squall Eye's another story. I'll tell you that in a minute. Gotta take a little break. Get some coffee.